Minnesota at Jacksonville. This was a fascinating game to me
Yeah.
because I would say this was the last game I took notes on in prepping for the show today because I've been trying to think about where's the edge. And like, I don't think there's a huge edge in the line. It moved from 5 to 4.5 to 4. Feels right.
Yeah.
Felt like the pros were taking a stand on a big number at 5 and moved down because that's how they felt the number was rated. To me, this is really like a transition game. And what I mean is, we've seen peak Sam Darnold, and we've now started to see him struggle a little bit more, a few games in a row. And we've seen the Jags have made huge comebacks 2 games in a row. They haven't won those games, but against the Packers and against the Eagles, like they were in it at the end. Um, so then I'm like, we missed the number. Are we fading a Vikings team? Are we trying to get the Jags on the upswing? Or am I overthinking it?
Yeah, and I talked to a couple of professional guys who like the Jags or they like this spot, but I'm totally out on this Jags team. They're another team that feels like I get why guys like them because they're never out of it, as proven by last week. But think about all the little things that had bounced their way. I mean, they were down 22-0, whatever the score was, to get that backdoor cover. And even then, Trevor Lawrence made such a terrible read, I can't get over it.
Yeah.
Like that could have changed their whole season, that type of win. But yeah, I get why the pros like it. Like me and you talk, we knew eventually the league would catch up to Sam Darnold, right? You only can do the things he's great at for so long before defenses are like, okay, we'll take that away, make us beat us in a different way. And that's what teams have been doing. But that was a great game by him. Like they were down 7-0 at a half. And, obviously the defense carried them. I don't think the Colts took a snap inside the Vikings 20-yard line, which is pretty incredible. But Sam Darnold makes big time throws. And we talked about the whole thing with him and Justin Jefferson. Like he just has so much trust in him. So this is another game I'll wait. Like the pros can keep betting. If this gets a 3.5, I'll come in on the Vikings. But I'm with you. It's like I don't want to touch this number right now.
Yeah, it feels like we missed the spot, if anything. Would you have taken it at 5?
I would have bet the Jags, but I wouldn't have bet it with confidence because it's like I still feel like the people in the public have overreacted to that cover last week. Like if they get rolled, we're getting a good number. We're getting 6.5 on them. Then this is like, yeah, great spot for the Jaguars. Now I think it's gone the other way where the Vikings didn't look great in that primetime game, and now the public is kind of like, yeah, I'll take the Jags with the points here. Like this feels like a pretty good spot. So
That's what it feels like.
yeah,
Just at the most base level, it feels like people are betting what they saw.
I agree.